Yo, it's Immerse and I'm back. Today I want this video to be about risk strategy. Risk strategy explain, I'm going to tell you how you should be risking capital within the markets. So basically, let's start off with this, alright? First and foremost, let's start off with explaining what I recommend on how you should be risking your account in 2026. Basically, it should depend, right? It depends. So if you're on a live account, I would recommend risking 1% to 0.5% to and sometimes 2%. Okay, so that's what I really recommend. Now for funded accounts, let's talk about this, right? So it's about being alive long enough to be able to actually see the system play out. Risk an amount that will allow you to live the long term and allow you and your system allow your system to play out is what I mean. So if basically in this, right, there's a like you can risk 100% of the account, but in funded accounts, depending on the firm and depending on what the rules are, if the 10% is the max, right, then I recommend that you allow enough area, allow enough room and draw down for the system to actually play out and give that like return. So yeah, 0.5 risk, 0.5% risk to basically allow for 20 losses and sometimes even a 0.3% risk to allow for like 33 losses, right? And oops, pardon. Well, all right, and allow for this for like allow for that one for like 14 losses, right? Basically use that to basically allow for enough room for the system to play out. Because once you have a system, once you have an edge, now you should give it time to take advantage of the edge. And basically allowing for enough drawdown and going for like high probability trades is what I recommend. But also understanding that this isn't real, like not considering it as not real money until like it becomes real money. Understand that it's not even that important, so don't spend too long on the funded accounts and actually take some risk. And by taking actual risk and taking daily steps in the right direction, that's take the first step and actually take some risk, and go to the next step and do the next thing and push yourself further and go do more. So then you should set advantages in your favor. Basically, I will say something like that, or I will um, right? So do say something like that and set advantages in your favor, so you move with the advantage so that you can use it to your benefit. Then I need you to actually do the things, take advantage of the advantage by actually doing it, right? If you know how to do something, actually do it and actually um, do it to get some value out of it, right? If you know how to do something, do a tournament or do something or play something and actually get something out of it, whether that if you want to use that skill for money, if you want to use that skill for publicity, get famous, do whatever you want, but really take advantage of the advantages. Right? Then I need you to make it simple. Really just make it simple into some like consistent few steps that you can do on a daily basis. That will allow you to literally be consistent and be disciplined with it, right? Right? Be consistent and be disciplined. Make it simple. Make it simple. Make it a routine. Make it a routine, something that you just have to do in the day before you sleep, something that you just need to do. You're not going to go to sleep without doing it. And really just make it clear, write it down, and check it off, right? And keep track of it. Do so by literally, oh my, this is getting big. By keeping a journal. Keep a journal so that you know what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and you know what works and you know what doesn't. And by doing something, you can at least know that something works and something doesn't. And, and doing something is far better than doing nothing. Because by doing something, whatever happens, just do and figure it out later. It really is like that, but be safe and try and stick to proper things that actually have some logic behind it, some form of advantage behind it, and that is the right thing to do. But whatever happens, just do something, right? By doing something, it's a quick, use it as a quick way to know what if this is something that works or if this is something that doesn't. But by sitting idle, it's just don't fall into the thoughts. Don't go AFK. Don't go idle, don't go AFK. Only go for things that prove themselves, and only go for things that prove themselves. Basically, don't be don't be in the hypothetical. As soon as you have a thought of something that could work, literally go try it out, go test it out, and go see if it works. See if there's value out of it, and then start using it. But don't start going into an imaginary scenario, right? Really just look if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And just try it out. And because if something is like a 25% win rate, right? Just do the opposite and have a 75% win rate. It's just doing something so that you can know that, damn, this thing really doesn't work, so let me just do the opposite. Or damn, this thing really works, let me just do more of it. And what's really kind of annoying, if something is a coin flip, right? Then it's kind of like, if I do this, let it be a coin flip. If I don't do it and I do the opposite, then it's just going to be a coin flip, right? That's the thing. But knowing that something really does work or really doesn't work, being on the boundaries, that's what I like. But yeah, just take some form of steps, take some form of actions. If you want to screenshot this and keep it with you, you should. But literally take some risk. And if there's futures accounts with like if there's only 3%, then really look into risking 0.3%. Look into risking 0.3% and being alive for that much, right? Take some risk, move with advantage, move with edge, and just focus on the day to day and build yourself from the ground up, God willing. See you guys later. Hopefully.